What is up, beautiful people? I am finally back, and I have this issue with my hair that in the back it keeps going up and down here. It just keeps going up. I don't know what the problem is. Can someone tell me how to get rid of it? Is it static? I have no idea. But for today's video, I really want to look into EXO-K. It has been suggested by many of you guys already several times. And also, like always, if you have any suggestions on what videos you want me to review next, then put it in the comments below. But for today, we're going to be looking at EXO-K with Overdose. And I am not really understanding what is EXO-K. Why is there EXO-K? Why is there EXO-M? Put it in the comments below, because I want to learn exactly what is happening here. And I think I want to learn a little bit more about the K-pop world as well. I think it's very interesting, and I really like looking into these small little stories. But let's not waste any more time, and let's jump right into EXO-K and Overdose. Also, just for you to... wait a sec. Before we even get into the video, I did not watch this video at all yet. I did not hear the song. I don't know the song yet, at least not from the name. Maybe I do know it. We'll see that a little bit later. But what was that? Oh my god. Talking about face softening, this is really the extreme of the extremes. No idea what they're doing here, but this is not good. I am not a fan of this at all. So it seems like they're going through a maze, a CGI maze. I cannot imagine they built up a maze because of this, but a little bit of a cool effect actually that we see here, because most likely this is a mirror and they added this effect on the mirror. So it's basically adding an effect masked in only on this part of the mirror to make it look like a water mirror or a reflection through water. Kind of cool. That face softening though is killing it here right now. Nice little effect there with reversing the video. I think this is a very simple effect, but it can add so much dimension to your video, because you question like, why is the sand going up? Is it gravity? Is it just an effect? It depends who you are and how you're looking at it. I think it's cool. Are they in space? Where are they currently? So many questions, you know, by a simple effect. A lot of build-up though. For the people who are interested, by the way, I have actually asked someone who once worked on such an effect, and basically what this is nothing more than a filter on top of the video, and they kind of mask it into, so give it a little bit of a 3D effect as well, so it's tracking the scene a little bit. But this person here is doing nothing here right now, you know, so he's not touching anything, he's just pretending as if there was a wall there. Kind of cool. I like that kind of effect. Again, hitting nothing. But they did a good job here. Finally, this song starts. I just want to say, oh my god, this is a beautiful scene. And I have a feeling this is going to be very dance orientated. At least I hope so, because it looks like a very cool place to dance in. What? Very nice shot though. Do you see how they did that with the camera? It's going through the legs and it continues. Maybe it's even a drone. I'm not very sure, but that's super cool. But it also could be, I don't know if you guys saw it. Let's go back there. Let's analyze this. This is super cool because these are all techniques. So it goes through the legs, and I have a feeling what happens is there's a second person waiting behind the camera at the moment to pick up the camera. Because there's this little jerk here all of a sudden. Let's see if we can see it. This part here, where it seems like someone else is taking over. Do you see it? It goes in straight. Straight, and then it kicks over. It seems someone else took over the gimbal. Very nice. Teamwork. Ah, yeah. Choreography videos are always the best. Very nice continuous shot so far as well. I love LED lights. Like, this is 2014, by the way, and back then you can really see how important they are to any music videos. I still think they're fantastic. We now live in a modern age where you can just basically get these all wireless, you know, with internal batteries. You don't have to mount them anywhere. These are super cheap to get, but I'm curious where you can get them where they are programmable, meaning you can make them do special effects going up and down. And I like lighting. I think lighting makes so much of a difference in the scene. Very nice shots. Also, what is cool about this entire build-up, I don't know if you guys saw it, but on the bottom, these are most likely LED panels, okay? Most likely. I'm not sure. It would be cool if they even elevated all of this a little bit to put the lights underneath it. But what is cool about the back pieces and the top pieces is that this is all plexiglass. You can see that there's a light source behind it, creating this little flash. Super cool. You see it all happening? It's coming from outside. These are not LED panels. That will be way too expensive. Maybe it is, and this is 2014 and they're living in the future here. But like I said, this is all in a studio somewhere and the lights are coming from the outside source. Super nice though. I also want to say, whoever decided to go with a wide angle lens all the time here, fantastic job. These studios are very small, or the locations where they're shooting at the moment is really small. But what you can see here is that they are basically always in a wide perspective, and it makes everything look so much bigger, and I think it's great. I just want to say something again. Pay attention to this back thing. It changes its perspective because of the lens itself. You know, you basically get this kind of effect. It looks cool. It looks as if the middle piece is moving. I don't think it is, but it looks super cool. I don't know if this was done on purpose or not, but it's super, super cool that this back piece looks like, as if it was moving because of the distortion of the lens. Very nice choreography as well. Complements the music really good. Oh yeah, and I know this song actually. Now that I hear the song, I know the song. Super cool effect here. This is something I saw many, many times in several movies. This is nothing more than someone pretending he's holding a ball all of a sudden and he's flicking it over to another person. And you just make sure that this element, this light element, and as you can see, it's not even lighting up his t-shirt, you know. So you know it's not a real element. They did a bit of a cheap job here, but it still looks cool because they're playing the part. They track it on his hand, now it's tracking on his hand, and they flick it up in the air. It's all a very constant movement of light. Beautiful. Oh, the distortion is so interesting though on this lens. It's so wide, but just look at this member and look at this member. He looks very smaller because of the distortion of the lens. Because the center part is going to be nice and sharp and it's going to be mostly correct. But the more you go to the edges and the top and the bottom, the weirder this distortion can get. And you can see how long he gets here now. It's just because of the lens. Very nice edit there, basically. I want to show this to you. When I do editing and you're going from one moment to the next moment and you're following a person, you should always make sure that the person is always in the same location so that the people don't have to go left, right with their eyes. Just have a look what happens here. Did you guys see that? Was that a cut? I'm not really sure if that was a cut now, but I need to double check this. That was a cut for sure. There we go. You see what I mean? There's a very little difference between where his body actually is, but the only thing that moves a lot is his head. But for the rest, it's a very clean shot. Very clean transition. Very nice pan. I don't think this was done in real, so they weren't panning with the gimbals, even though gimbals today can do that. This was all done in post, so I don't know how they shot this, if this was 4K or not, but it looks super cool. Very nice little effect playing with the instruments, and can you even hear that? I'm not really sure, but it's really cool. Sounds a little like that as well. Look at this piece just moving around because of the distortion of the lens. Is this a physical thing that stands there, or are they pulling it up and down all the time? I'm not really sure, but it's super cool. Yeah, it's a really cool, very cool video. They're making so much usage of their space that they have, that limited space. I'm not even lying, they did a fantastic job so far in this entire video. I just want to take this small little break to appreciate what they did here. I think there's a lot of videos out there, and I don't want to name them specifically, but they also work in studios, but they make the studios look so small. And here they did a fantastic job by keeping to a wide angle lens, really making sure that everything is visible for them. And every member is getting its time on screen, which I think is just super important. I mean, how many members are there? 1, 2, 3, 4. I think there's one behind them. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Let's just say 10, okay? They're doing a fantastic job here just on making sure everyone has a bit of time. Whoa. Can we appreciate that for a second? Did that guy just do a front flip to end the music video? Look at this. Let's do a frame by frame. I mean, that looks super cool, especially with the jacket as well swinging around him. And he's like, I did it, boys. There's my butt, but I did it. Have a look at my butt. Yeah, I'm the king. I'm looking for a moment where he's like, I did it. He's like, okay, swing it up. Okay, super cool. Super cool ending. I'm so not a fan of a great video and then they go back into this hyper-dimensional world where they have this ultimate face softening. Ugh. Just look at this. Like, it just looks unhuman to me. And that also looks really bad, actually. It looks like he's masked. Here. I mean, I can do better on Photoshop actually, but this just looks really bad actually. Oi, that was not a good ending. They should have just stopped at that swipe up and say that's it, guys. But I also know that EXO is there for their storytelling. I bet there's another video that correlates to this video. Put in the comments below what video is next, because I'm curious what's next. So yeah, guys, that was EXO-K. And like I already mentioned, what is EXO-K? Why is there EXO-K and why is there EXO-M? Is there a difference in groups? Is this a special version of EXO? Is this the Korean version? Is the M version Malaysian? Put in the comments below. I'm curious about that. But let me just say, guys, this is a really good video. If I neglect basically the beginning with the maze and the ending with the maze, I think those are just not needed at all. I think the rest of the video is fantastic by itself, but of course for the storytelling they are there, and I wish one of you guys can explain what is the next part to it. It will be very interesting to see what they do with it. But I just want to say the video itself is fantastic. It really shows what, with a very good idea and with a very limited amount of space, you can actually make your video still look really good and representable. Because they didn't shoot out in the wild. They didn't have 20 locations to shoot off. The props were not there. There was actually no props. It was just the dance place. They only had their place to dance, and that is actually it. And that is something that I really have to say about this video, what they're doing great, that they really make sure that all the space is used accordingly. And especially with 10, 11, 12 members, fantastic. I can only say hats off to whoever filmed this, and hats off to the person who actually made sure that this video looks as if it was all taken in one shot. I can see that there were clear cuts there, but you did a great job in making sure that the members were standing in the correct location. Good job there. But yeah, guys, what do you think of EXO-K and what do you think of Overdose? Is it a video that you like? Do you like the song? Do you like EXO-K? Put it in the comments below. I want to hear your comments. And like always, guys, if I did miss something, put it in the comments below, because I am not always seeing everything, and maybe one of you guys would have seen something that I haven't yet. But thank you very much for watching, guys, and if you did enjoy the video, please make sure you hit the like button, make sure you leave a comment, and make sure you subscribe to the channel to see me on my next review. I am back to normal again, and let's make this an awesome channel with your help. Thanks a lot, guys, and K out.